Hello, happy Friday. How is it going? Hope everyone is doing a good time. Hey, Astari. Hey, Bastier. Last time in the Dunwich Legacy, that is correct. We are making our way through the Dunwich Legacy with Undimensioned and Unseen. And I don't think that last time I spelled alter wrong, and Twitch today told me that I spelled undimensioned incorrectly, but I just don't think that that's a word. There we go. Yeah. Diamonds Edge, how you doing? We got a poem that we're gonna read here very soon to kick us off. But yeah. So this when I was setting up this scenario, it looked kind of crazy. There's what I would describe as cover art monsters. Like I would put that on a cover if I were making this game. But yeah, so I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a fun one. I did talk about last time where I'm gonna put charisma into my deck, which I ended up doing. I ended up spending 3 resources on charisma, which gives me an additional ally slot. Undimensioned, fine. Unseen, sure, but both, that's just not fair. Exactly, right? I'm gonna have to go back into the ether here at some point tonight. But yeah, so charisma I added to the deck. I said I was gonna take out a flashlight, but I did actually realize, I guess I should have, but I didn't realize that charisma was a permanent card, so I did not get to take out a flashlight, so that's still in there. So yeah, so we're starting out with Duke, Scrapper, and charisma on the table because we took a couple of exciting new allies in our journey. So we'll hear about those here in a second. Saving people from being devoured by an abomination equals making friends and influencing people. I think that was the chapter. I didn't read the entire book, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the chapters. Yeah. Duke. Yep. So Duke 5 didn't lose Duke last time, which was very exciting, highly unusual, but I'm not complaining. But the goal is to not lose him again this time. These broods of Yag Sothoth. Am I pronouncing? I have no idea. I'm just going to assume I'm never pronouncing anything from the Ancient One's gods ever correctly, but I think it's Sothoth. So they hit pretty hard. So they're massive. They have 1+ investigator's health, so 2 health for this scenario because we're playing through solo, and we cannot damage him unless we're using the Esoteric Formula. So the Esoteric Formula is over here. I have absolutely no idea how to get this because I have not been. I haven't been. Yeah, nobody knows. I don't think Lovecraft even knew. He just like smashed the keyboard, or I guess the typewriter at that point, and just went with his gut. Yog Sothoth. the big bad of the campaign. We'll go with that. Just to make the name guttural, and it works. Yog Sothoth. That sounded probably horrible. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, I have no idea how to get those esoteric formulas, but so that'll be fun. I think that I probably want to avoid them at all costs because if I can't kill them, I need to be running from them. Oh yeah, also, thanks, sorry. Also, I got new chaos tokens. So these are, oh shoot, I should have looked up the company. I'll put a link to the chaos tokens below, but these are just super nice. They're like a fiberglass. They sound really cool, but really the idea was the wooden ones were kind of hard to see on the screen, and I just really like these. So built the deck out. Hopefully it's as good as the wooden ones, and we can pull some stars and all of that good stuff. Honestly, they look like they came from a pirate treasure chest. Yes, especially the skull. Right, like the skull, like that looks straight up like a doubloon. Like that's great. I love it. But yeah, they're not glass. They're not metal. They're fiberglass, and so they're very sturdy. But they still have that satisfying weight and the satisfying yard. Yeah. Is there a pirate scenario for Arkham Horror? Is there sometime you get to be on a ship? That'd be kind of fun. Cortez Gold from a Black Pearl. Curse, some would say. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm only going to be drawing the auto fail. That's how this is going to go. Okay. Let's dive into it, but before we start, we have to figure out what was going on. Yes, Arbits, thank you. They are really nice to see you. Thanks, thank you for that. Okay, so before we hop in, we need to, where did I store that notes? We need to read what happened last week. So last time on the Dunwich Legacy, Dunwich is creepy, and next to a brook, it's a town you won't find in a traveler's book. Pete opened a chamber thanks to a key. Inside was a monster. Saheth, said he. That thing was so ugly, he'd make you go puke, but that was no match for our lovable Duke. Pete didn't win him because of some hacks. He finished it off with a sharp fire axe. Our hero then set the prisoners free. They survived, thank God, the Dunwich Legacy. Pete now has minions, good friends. But what will they be useful? Well, that depends. Salyer is stout, good-hearted even, but after that scare, he's obviously leaving. Francis Morgan was saved from the morgue. Now he's a part of the Ashcan org. My favorite line. I love that. His gun is useful. It adds 1 combat. He also draws cards. Let's leave it at that. Zabulon's frail, but strong in will. He might be of use in climbing some hill. But so many baddies for 1 ally slot. Here's charisma to soften the clot. From blood on the altar, Pete must have thought, I think it's time, proceed with the plot. So that was the Diamond's Edge recap poem from last week. So we are diving in to Undimensioned and Unseen. Also, thank you for those. Those are incredible. Ashcan.org. Okay. Also, I printed this out. I have no idea where my little pamphlets went. I've just torn this room apart, and they're somewhere, but never seen them. Alrighty, let's dive in. Your search of the village of Dunwich has uncovered a number of documents, journal entries, and esoteric theories. Reading through these materials leaves you exhausted and emotionally drained. Most of the content was written by a single source, a man named Seth Bishop. He's not. No. We talked with Silas last week, not Seth. When you ask around town, you learn that Seth is a citizen of Dunwich, along with several others. Seth has witnessed firsthand the devastation wrought by the events of the Dunwich Horror, as Armitage has doubted the incident. Curiously, since that time, very few people have seen Seth around town, and those who did claimed his eyes had been bloodshot and his face sweaty and pale. Ooh, that's tough. I had to imitate the monstrous speech patterns we aren't dealing with the Queen's English. You don't doubt that someone who has seen what Seth has seen would appear nervous or paranoid, but the more you read of his frantic, unhinged writing, the more you believe he is involved in recent events. His writing speaks of having gathered the remains and of using arcane methods to imbue the Father's essence into other creatures and eventually into other people. The explanations and diagrams that follow are unfathomably complex and defy understanding. Before you are able to find Seth and confront him, several men and women from the village approach you in a panic. It's back, one of them wails. You recognize him as Curtis Watley of the Undecayed branch. Whatever it was that killed them fries, it's back. Up and smashed the bishop's home like it was made of paper. Curtis and the other town folks clamoring among themselves, raising their voices in a panic. Doesn't sound good. The investigators must decide to either try to calm down the townsfolk in order to learn more, or try and warn the townsfolk and convince them to evacuate. I probably want to learn more, right? I feel like that's my whole deal for being in Dunwich, is to learn more. And yeah, we're going to try and calm them down. Hopefully that doesn't come back and bite me. But, okay, so you aim to calm the townsfolk so they can explain to you what is going on. They inform you that there is a rumbling to the north, and when they went to investigate, they found the bishop's farmhouse had been torn to shreds. A trail of heavy tracks led into nearby Cold Springs Glen. You know what to do, right? You Arkham folk stopped that thing last time, one of them townsfolk says. I can't transition out of the accent. Curtis shakes his head and bites his lips. We couldn't even see that hellish thing the old professor sprayed that there patter on it, he says. To this day, I wish I hadn't seen it all. Something must have been done to stop the monster's rampage, but the documents you found are true. There may be more than one such creature on the loose. Record in your campaign log that you calmed the townsfolk. Continue to set up. Okay, so setup. Gather all the cards from the following encounter sets. We did. Put one of the two versions of the following locations into play. We did. We start in Dunwich Village. Check the number of names recorded under a sacrifice to Yogg in your campaign log. If there are one or fewer names listed, put one copy of Brood into play in Cold Spring Glen and one into Blasted Heath. And then the final 3 copies outside out of play. Set each copy of Esoteric Formula out of play, which is over here. Then an investigator with a powder of Ibn Ghazi in his or her deck may search the deck and for it and put it in play. So let's go ahead and do that. I can't help but to think the draw is more Kentucky Child Nelson than backwoods Massachusetts. 100%, yeah. It absolutely is. Okay, there's the powder. So we got starting with all the cards on the table. So the powder of Ibn Ghazi enters play with X clues on it, where X is the number of characters who survived the Dunwich Legacy in your campaign log. So that would be, oh shoot, I wrote it down over there, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we killed one, so 4. Okay. Each investigator searches the collection for a random basic madness, injury, or pact weakness and adds it to his or her deck, and then shuffle the remaining cards to build the encounter deck. So we've got all of these crazy weaknesses. So we're going to shuffle these up. We're going to take a random one. We're going to make sure it's not an enemy, and we'll shuffle it into our deck. I think the Diamond's Edge, we were talking on the Discord that we don't necessarily like just the random version. We would much prefer them to modify the bag, or if we did something wrong, or if there's a campaign specific weakness. So, okay, so that is, I think it said Madness was fine. Yep, Madness is fine. So I don't know what it is. I have no idea what these basic weaknesses do. So we're just going to shuffle it in and deal with it when it comes up. Alrighty. Okay, so we have to probably kill these broods of Yogg Sothoth. I'll just say it differently each time. Maybe I'll get it one time. They do give us victory points. We are carrying over 1 additional experience point. So we had 4. We spent 3 on charisma. So we do have 1 to carry over. But I do think that it would be prudent of us to go through and grab some of these victory points where we can. So we probably need to kill them. I haven't read the agenda or the act yet, but that'd be my guess. It kind of seems like the townsfolk want us to. I did read the powder or the esoteric formula. That's the only way to damage the broods. So I just wanted to read that to make sure that I understood it before I dived into it. So we have to somehow get that, and basically you can fight it using your brain instead of your fist, which is I guess 6 and 1/2, half a dozen in the other, like for our deck, right? Because we're basically a 4 willpower or a 4 fight. What will change is that we can get Ash Can, which will give us 1, and then the brainy guy can give us 1 extra brain. So hopefully that helps us kill some of these monsters. And then they have less damage based off the number of clues, or their damage threshold comes down. No, I'm sorry, our mine goes up +2 per clue that it has. Okay, so opening hand, we've got a magnifying glass. I'm probably keeping that. Probably keeping the unexpected courage. I don't think I'm going to need the emergency cash. I have just two stuff in my hand. We're going to not take the rabbit's foot, mainly because, yeah, and we'll take guts. We're going to need brains here. Oh, come on. Nothing too bad. Okay, so we got lucky and a leather coat. Okay, well, I couldn't spend the money if I wanted to. Hey, Johnny Dice. Let's hope that Duke 5 fares better than poor Cosmo. What? Too soon, man. Too soon. No, I'm just kidding. If you haven't, you go watch the Loki stream that D20 and I did on Wednesday. It was so sad. We had Cosmo ready. He was hitting for like 8 every action. He was just going insane. And then Loki took him from us, and we had to put Cosmo down. Okay, so let's read the agenda of the act. We're in Dunwich Village. I guess like I've never really read these, but let's do that. It's always a relief to get clear of the place and follow the narrow road around the base of the hills and across the level country beyond till it rejoins the Aylesbury Pike. Afterward, one sometimes learns that one has been through Dunwich. I am using like the matte sleeves, and I was having the hardest time reading that small writing. Okay, so this is a Shroud of 2. It comes in with 3 clues. We can resign here, or we can move a brood 1 space towards Dunwich Village. So, okay, I guess we wanted to kill Dunwich. Seems kind of brutal. Alrighty, let's read the agenda. So, reports of terrifying entities wreaking havoc across the countryside have caused the citizens of Dunwich to panic. Worse, the creatures seem to be invisible to the naked eye. Oh, that's not bad at all. So, this has a forced effect at the end of the enemy phase. Move each brood of Yogg enemy once toward a random location. Interesting. Okay, so we'll get a dice out. That's how we'll determine randomness. And Sarcenic script. The monsters tearing through Dunwich country are immune to traditional weapons. Only by reciting a particular incantation can the creatures be defeated. First, you must search the ruins of Wilbur Whatley's home in order to find the final sections of the otherworldly script. Objective: only investigators at the Whatley ruins may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. And we need 2 per investigator, so it's just 2. Okay, so we're here in Dunwich Village. So it's also kind of a weird map. I kind of laid this out. I hope that it's less confusing to you as it was to me. But there's kind of 2 paths, and these are not connected here. So we can kind of come up and down, or we can go through kind of the 10-acre meadow, which I think we're going to do. I really don't want to engage the brood because they hit kind of hard, and I can't deal with it right now. So I think I'm going to hop over here and then just hope that they don't move towards me. So I think that's what we will do. Put this here so it doesn't blow my agenda and act everywhere. Okay. Any words of advice or anything before I die? Okay, I'm at least going to fast action put a magnifying glass down. So get +1 while investigating. Actually, you know what? Oh, wait, no, that's lucky. That's not. Look what I found. The 10-acre meadow is 1/10 of the size of the 100-acre woods. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that was my fast action. I'm gonna put leather coat down. That's in the chat. That's fine though. We all know what it does. Two hit points. So that's 1 action. I think we will go ahead and investigate using Duke. So he investigates with 4. Magnifying glass makes it 5 to 2. Keep Duke alive. Thank you, Josh. The first pull with the new tokens we get. Cultist. Reveal another token. If you fail this test, take 1 horror. Well, this isn't good. -2, and we went 5 to 2, so we are good. Phew. So we get 1 of these clues. And we need 2 per investigators, so there's that. So that was my second action. I'm wondering if I draw cards here. If I did that, I probably should have drawn cards first because I don't want to draw like a weakness. I can go 3 to 2 and play my lucky. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to waste my lucky though. I guess. I guess if I come over here to 10 Acre Meadow, then I have less chance of getting hit by a brood, right? Worst case scenario is these both come to Dunwich Legacy and I just get hit for 4/4, and I really don't want to do that. I think that would be fairly poor. So do I ready Duke? Is that what I do? Do I ready Duke and hop over to 10 Acre Meadow and investigate? I really like my card, so I think I'm just going to move. I'm gonna just move over here. You said a bait using a live animal. Each investigator in 10 Acre Meadow may place 1 of his or her clues on an abomination enemy in 10 Acre Meadow. Group limit once per game. Okay, so we can get some clues onto. Which seems to be a good thing. Okay, so we're there. I am a little upset now that I'm looking at this that they cut Duke off. Right, like the standee. Like here's Duke. Like they should have cropped Pete out of the picture. That would have made more sense. Okay, so at the end of the round, these guys don't hunt, but we do have to resolve this force effect. So if it goes odd, even. So odd. Okay, well, that was a good thing that we moved out of there. Okay, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Okay, well, yeah, really glad we got out of there then. So should I be worried that they're like in Dunwich Village? I feel like that's probably not the best place for them to be right now. Hey, Co-Poet, keep in mind it's possible they can stay at the same location. Oh, it is? It says to move them. So it says at the end of the enemy phase, move each brood enemy once towards a random location. Hey, the Diamond's Edge. Party in Dunwich tonight. Yes, that's what you would normally use an extra location to determine the locations to move towards. Oh. Okay. So the movement of the broods is really, really finicky. Okay, so but they can stay at the same spot. I don't like that. Okay. So this one can go to Dunwich or to the Devil's Hop Yard. No, well, this says to shuffle all of these up. And so I guess if I draw a move once towards that location. Got it. That's so weird. Okay. Okay. Yes, you use all. Okay, so they're moving towards that location, and then if they're like if they go to if okay. Okay. So I guess we'll just do it like here from the top down, 1 through 6. So 2 goes to Cold Spring Glen. So we're gonna have it go here. And then Brood of Yogg. This guy goes to Watley Ruins. Great. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I never have a brood stay in one spot when it's forced to move, but it can happen once in a blue moon. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Thank you. Sweet. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. So at the end of the round, we get to draw a card, which is Unexpected Courage. Not really what I wanted. I want something to put down here. We get a resource. I really want an ally. Are we ready? Okay. So those things are annoying as heck. Huh. Okay. Let's first action I'm gonna draw. Get a fire axe. I'm going to spend a resource to put a fire axe onto the table. There's my second hand slot. So that's 2. We're going to investigate with Duke here at the 10-acre. Man, I really don't want them to just come hit me for everything. That would not be good. I guess like this one, we have a couple of options. Unless it actually draw 10-acre, then it's not coming to me. So that's good. So that's 1. We're going to investigate with 4 to 2, 5 to 2. And we've got 0. You must either remove all clue tokens from a brood in play, or this token modifier is -4 instead. So I assume I can choose to remove all, meaning 0, from one of these, or do I have to take the -4? My guess is that I could choose the first one and then nothing happens. I'm gonna go ahead and operate under that assumption. Let me know if that is not correct in the chat. So we grab a clue. Okay. I guess I do like having Unexpected Courages that I can evade. I can also evade with Scrapper. Okay, so we're gonna go with this brood first. We'll shuffle up from the top down. Where did I put my dice? That is 6. 10-acre meadow. Bummer. I guess it is at the end of the enemy phase, so they're not attacking me this round. But they are engaged with me, which is annoying. The broods only move at the end of the enemy phase, so they don't walk over and attack you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And then 1, the Blasted Heath. So he's gonna come up here. I know that he's engaged with everybody at that location, but I'm just gonna move him here just for ease of use. He's engaged with me. Alrighty. I didn't do oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't do encounter cards or anything. Okay, so let's see how bad this would have messed us up. If there are no abomination enemies in play, gain surge. Otherwise, choose an abomination enemy, heal all damage from that enemy, and attach alter beast to it. Okay, so I'll just do this. When you enter the attached enemy's location or vice versa, take 1 horror. So that's the worst option for me, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Okay, now let's actually go to phase 1. We're going to go there. I thought it was too easy. And we'll draw this card. Test a willpower 3. For each point you fail, take 1 horror. Not a fan of that. So we've got a willpower of 4. So let's go ahead and guts. That's a glare right there. So we're gonna go guts. So that takes us up to 6-3. Come on, no, nothing too bad. Oh my gosh, we are just drawing everything. -3. This token is revealed during an attack or an evasion attempt. It immediately attacks you. Thank goodness we were 6-3, so we do succeed. And we get to draw a card. Guys, I'm all over the place today. I didn't draw a card from here. Okay. So that's my card that I drew from guts. Okay. Okay, we are there. We are there. Okay. So this brooding fellow, not a big fan of him. So I assume if they are exhausted, do they still move? So like if I evade and exhaust this brood, will he move at the end of the enemy phase? Because it's before we resolve that before they would unexhaust. Good question. Hydrate. We'll go with the tea this time. I have like a little mini bar over here. Just bring all of the liquids up. I have all of the skills. Jeez. I don't think it matters right now. But what we're gonna do is he has an evade of 3. We're going to evade him because we can't deal any damage to him. So we're going to go ahead and evade him. Take a quick breather. Does the movement say non-exhausted or anything like that? No, it just says move each brood. So maybe it does. I think it does move because the movement effect comes from another card, not from the brood itself. Okay. Sounds good. I mean, not good, but I understand. Okay, so we've got a 3, and he has a 3. We will... We're going to go Unexpected Courage to take that to a 5. And spend 1 resource to activate Scrapper to take it to a 6. So 6-3. Hopefully that doesn't kill me. 6-3. Let's reveal a token. 0. So we succeed. Oops, sorry about that. So this brood is exhausted here. I'm going to do a quick action to move 1 clue from here to that enemy. I am going to use this action to place 1 of my clues on the enemy. So it has 2. And I think with the powder, I'm going to be attacking for 4 + 2 per token. So that'd be an 8 to its 6. So I may want to put 1 more on there. Yeah, because this powder doesn't have any limitations like once per round or anything. So we'll go ahead and place 1 more on it. And hopefully that is just a little bit safe. So that is 1. We're going to investigate with Duke down here at the ruins. So Shroud of 3, that's 2 clues. Oh, each investigator in the ruins gets -1 brain. And as a fast action, you hurl a nearby canister of paint at the monster. An investigator in Watley ruins may place up to 3 of his or her clue tokens on an abomination in this uh, in the ruins. So, okay, well, that's good to know. But I'm investigating. So I'm investigating 4, 5 to 3. Five to 3. I have this, which is +2, so that's effectively 7 to 3. So we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go 5 to 3 and see what happens. And we may need to pay for a lucky 5 to 3 plus a 0. We're good. We get a clue, and we still have one more action. I should have played scavenging first. That was dumb. That was dumb. I should have done that. I guess we'll go ahead and put that onto the table. That was out of order. That's fine. And let's go ahead and spin these clues. So we're going to spin 2 clues to go ahead and advance the agenda. So check the campaign log. If Dr. Armitage survived the Dunwich Legacy, he did. There, Armitage sighs a breath of relief, jotting down the last phrases of the formula. I have translated the last of it. He shudders as he hands you the script, with the words conjuring forth memories of his battle with the creature. I hope this is the last time I'll have to record it, or have to read it, he admits, but we do nothing, and the end result will be much, much worse. Each investigator puts into play one set-aside esoteric formula. Excellent. So this is an action. The attack uses brains instead of fists, and you get +2 brain for this attack for each clue on the attacked enemy. And we can only use this on an abomination enemy, which both of these are. Okay. Okay. Let's read here. Okay. They must be destroyed. With the formula in hand, you finally have the means to destroy the creatures wreaking havoc in Dunwich, but only if you can survive long enough. That's true. Defeat as many broods of Yog Sothoth enemies as you can. If there are no copies of broods, we in play or set aside advance. Oh, geez. So we've got 3 set aside. Well, let's see how many we can kill. Well, first we are going to enemy phase. Nothing happens, but at the end of the enemy phase, we're going to trigger the force here. So to quote Godzilla, destroy all monsters. Exactly. Okay, so we've got here, we'll take our dice, we'll roll. We're going to go for the exhausted one first. So 6 down to the Whiteley Ruins. Oh, good. Okay, well. And then whenever he enters my location, I take 1 horror. Duke is going to take that. Yeah. And then this guy up here. Whiteley Ruins. Cool. Okay, well, here we go. Excellent. So now everything is going to ready. Both of these are attached to me. I get to draw a card, which is perception. Cool. And gain a resource. Okay. Oofed. Big oofed. Big oofed. So what I think we're going to do here is fight, hope we win, fight, hope we win, evade. Right, so we're hitting here for 4 plus 6, so 10 to 6. Hope we pass. Hope we pass again, which would kill that brood. And then go for the evade here. So he at least doesn't hit us. 9 to the 6 because the ruins. 9 to the 6. 9 to the 6. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because my brain's addled. Got it. Yep. 9 to 6. I still like that ratio. We've got -2. Okay. So if I pull this guy, like the tablet, can I choose to remove all from the one that has 0? And then -3, so we're still good. So. And then I also have a lucky, I have an unexpected courage. So, okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. But first, we have to actually do the Mythos phase. So 1 goes here, so we're at 3 out of 5. Then hopefully this is not another monster. It is another monster. So spawn furthest location from me. So this would be 1, 2, 3. And it prays. Oh my goodness, that's a beast. Okay, so it's a 4 fight. It's a 3 health, 4 evade, and it prays me always. And has retaliate. Oh, gross. Gross. We will be running away from that. It is an abomination, so we can use the esoteric formula for it. But honestly, I'd probably rather maybe do that once and then hit it with Duke or Fire Axe to deal the extra damage. Okay. Well, let's do it. So we're going to attack here. So 9 to 6. We're just going to go for it. We have lucky if we need it. We pulled a 0. Okay, excellent. So that's 1 damage. We're going to do 9 to 6 again. And we've got, it's a skull, -1 for each brood, so that's 2. So -2, so our 9 to 6 still passes, dealing the final damage needed here. So that brood is donezo, and the altered beast is done. And we get a victory point. Sweet. Okay. Now we are going to evade so we don't die. I think that's the right move here. Yeah, it is. It's the right move. Well, I could. Okay, so if I get hit, that's 2 and 2, or 2 and 2. That puts me at way too little sanity. Taking that mental trauma early was tough. Taking that mental trauma early, having only 4. I guess Duke buffers that a little bit, but still. I want one of my allies. I want my ally. Ugh. Do we evade here? Well, I guess he would move away. Yeah, we're going to evade. Because if he moves away, then he's not going to re-engage. So yeah, we'll evade. Okay, so we've got 3 to 3. Well, unexpected courage to go 5 to 3, and then we're going to spend 1 resource to go 6 to 3. Ooh, from Matt Newman. If you are instructed, you must choose among multiple options. You are compelled to choose the option that has potential to change the game state. Okay. That's fair. Oh, shoot. Instead, change the token's modifier to -4. I don't actually know how that changes the game. Because That changes a lot. That changes a lot. Because I wouldn't have had that clue, which means I would have failed the second test. So I would have passed the first test because I was testing at a 7 to 6. I would have passed. The next action I would have failed because it's a -2. So I'm going to spend 2 resources and spend 1 resource, play a lucky, which will succeed, and then I draw a card. Okay. Well, it just sounds like a Grim Rule interpretation. Just keep playing. We're all learning as we go. Yeah. But I think we figured it out, right? I wouldn't have had one of the clues. Well, I think it was this one. So that's still at 3. Yeah. I think that fixed it. We'll figure it out. Okay. So what were we doing? We were evading 6 to 3. I mean, you can't argue against the big cheese, but okay, so 6 to 3 plus 1. Hey, look at that. I don't think I've ever drawn that. So this is successfully evaded. Get out of here. Needing to change the game state is something that comes up in most of these LCGs. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. Yep. Okay. And I'm going to drop these 2 over on the brood after I evade. Might as well. Okay, so nothing happens in the monster phase. Actually, this guy's coming over to me. He's going to come. We'll put him there. Because then I'm going to go up and over. So I'll be a little bit further away from him. Well, I think I'll go up and over. It kind of depends on where this brood heads up to. Okay, so at the end, we're going to send him to a random location. 4. Devil's Top Yard. Okay, we are not going up and over. Okay. Ready, everybody. Draw a card. Another magnifying glass. Don't want that. Gain a resource. This lupine thrall is going to be annoying. Okay, so at the top of the round, we're going to go here. We're going to draw a card, and it is a whip. I hate this. I hate this stupid whippoorwill. So whippoorwill gives me minus everything. And it's so I have to engage it. And it's going to come after me. So 1, 2, investigate. Try to figure out if I want to kill this whippoorwill. I guess I don't. Maybe after we advance the agenda, we're going to be adding some more broods, but somehow the other 3 need to get into the game. So just don't quite know how that works yet. Okay, so actually I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to I need an ally. I need something in my hand. So if I go plus, he's no longer exhausted, by the way. So if I go +1 card, maybe play it and investigate over here. And then this guy's going to come and engage me, and then we'll deal with him next turn. Then the whippoorwill is going to be dealing with me. So maybe, actually, I think maybe best to do two investigates up here. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna investigate here with Duke, and then investigate here again with Duke. We're gonna toss magnifying glass to get it out of my hand, so we can ready Duke, and that will give the whippoorwill get it away, and so we can take care of the thrall next turn. I think that's what we like. What we're gonna like to do. But what would be really bad is if I drew a weakness here. So I don't know if I want to draw a weakness. All right, well, I don't want to draw a weakness. I don't know if I want to draw a card. Think about playing Lone Wolf. Let's do that. Let's spend one resource to put Lone Wolf onto the table. And then we are going to investigate with Duke over here to Cold Springs Glen. Oh, 0/0. So each enemy in Cold Spring Glen gets -1 evade. And then after Cold Springs Glen is chosen as a random location, an investigator in Cold Springs Glen tests Fleet 3. If successful, choose a different random location. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's kind of a safe spot. I still do have to investigate. I don't think anything, well, bad stuff could happen. We'll see. So 4-2, -3. So we fail. Nothing matters though. There are no clues on it. Okay, so we're going to toss magnifying glass to ready Mr. Duke, and then Duke is going to investigate up here in the Dunwich Village. So he's going 4, 5 to 2. I like those odds. 5 to 2. Let's see what we got. Plus a 0. I guess that's out of focus. I need to hold it up or something. So we get one of the clues. Okay. So during the enemy phase, this whippoorwill is going to come over here. This lupine thrall is going to come over here and engage me. And then he will attack. So we're going to place 1 damage over here on my 11th coat. We're going to take 1 mental damage over here. You can also scavenge to recur your magnifying glass. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you so much. It's on the table, and yet I will never remember it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this over here. Okay. So we took the damage from this lupine man, and now we're going to be moving the brood. One through 6. Got a 2. So to Watley Ruins. I'm already gone, sucker. Okay. At the top of the round. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. We get to ready. We get to draw. There's Dark Horse, and we gain a resource. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I have to kill this thing before I play it, but I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, so now at the top of the round, we're going to place 1 here, which advances. An old pickup truck rolls to a stop along the weather trails at Dunwich. The driver, Joe Osborne, calls out to you through a shattered driver's side window. The truck's engine is still running. It's over at the Eric's farm, he shouts. Dunn blasted their place apart. Poor Henry and Martha. You ask Osborne for the location of the Eric's homestead and confirms your worst fear. For that attack to have occurred recently, there must be more of the monsters on the loose. Shuffle the encounter deck discard pile into the encounter deck. Spawn 1 of the random set-aside broods at a random location, if able. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so they have victory. They go, I assume that the broods go to like a victory display, right? More broods. More broods. So they're not in a discard pile. It's like Marvel. The victory display is a different thing than the discard pile. See where he's going. the blasted heath. Okay. Ooh. Biding his time. Once in a while, a wind sweeping up out of the Cold Spring Glen, just down here, would bring a touch of ineffable photor to the heavy night air, but looked for terror did not appear. Whatever was down there in the glen was biding its time, and Armitage told his colleagues it would be suicidal to try and attack it in the dark. At the end of the enemy phase, move 1 to a random location. Yep. Something that tells me that these broods are brooding, brutally brooding. On a related note, they're quite broody. They are. They very much are. Okay, now we're doing an encounter card. Peril. Attached to a brood of Yak Sohoth enemy in play. That enemy is at your location. Take 1 damage. Attached enemy gets +1 fight and +1 health. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Guess we're gonna put it over here on this guy. That's gross. There are 2 more of these to kill. Okay. So, at the start of my turn, I can gain a resource. I don't think I am. From Lone Wolf. Because Dark Horse puts me in and immediately activates it. So. So I can go Dark Horse. Come in and grab this 10-acre meadow. I kind of want to stay away from here. I guess I didn't. I should have held on to some of these clues here on the powder. I don't think I really knew that more were coming in when I did that. So that's kind of a bummer. But I think a lot of these locations allow me to place clues on here. I've already used this one. So. We can move 1 over here to Dunwich. I don't think I want to do that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just start grabbing clues. So if I investigate here, I can hop over here, investigate, and I've played Dark Horse, so that's my 3 actions. So I think that's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so 3 resources. It's going to put Dark Horse into play. Put that on top of Scrapper. Okay. Now we are going to investigate using Duke. So 4, 5, 6 to 2. Aren't you? Oh, shoot. I need, yeah. Yes, I am. That's what I was doing. I was like, I'm going to put an area over here and I'll remember it. And it's just completely blocked by the mic. It is not rememberable. Okay, so that does change some things. So let's fight it. So in that case, I will take a money at the beginning of my round from Lone Wolf. Okay, so this guy has a 4 attack, 3 health, and 4 evade. So if I go Duke, that's 4. Five, 6, 7, and then next time I can hit Fire Axe. I like that. He does have Retaliate, so that is annoying. Just got back from some from work nonsense. I would ask how's it going, but I'm guessing brewed something. Yes. There's a lot of enemies on the field, and they just keep coming. There's more and more and more. Okay, so let's do this. Let's attack the lupine with Duke for 4. We're going to toss an overpower to make that 6, and then we're going to spend 1 resource to make it 7. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Okay. So 7 to 4. He has retaliate too. 7 to 4. We're gonna pull, and we've got the cultist reveal another token. If you fail this test, take a horror. And it's a skull -1 for each brood, which is 2. 7 to 4. So we pass. So we don't take the horror, which is good. And retaliate only happens if you don't succeed, right? But that's 2 damage. Now we're going to swing at it with the fire axe. We're going to spend 3 resources to go 8 to 4. Yeah. 8 to 4. And we've got reveal another token. And +1. Sweet. So that kills the thrall. Okay. So that was 2. We're going to toss magnifying glass to ready Duke. And then we're going to investigate with Duke over at the 10-acre farm. Actually, or do I just investigate here? No, I think I go to the 10-acre farm because this guy can only go to 2 locations. And so there's a good chance he's coming to Dunwich. So, yeah, we're going to hop over to 10-acre farm investigating. So that's 4, 5 to 2. Did you draw a card from overpower? I did not. Thank you. Hey, lucky. So 5 to 2. Auto fail. Bummer. Okay. Well. Okay. So we're ready. No, we won't. That's not the order of operations. So we're gonna pray. So Whippoorwill comes up here. Then at the end of the phase, we're gonna move these big boys. It's kind of an interesting scenario. Definitely, I would have played it slightly differently if I knew what was going on, especially this powder. Okay, so we'll go here first. So 1, the Blasted Heath, so he stays. And we'll go here for 6, the 10-acre meadow. Excellent. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to come and hang out with me. That sounds fun. He's now engaged with me. And he has +1 fight and +1 health. We will ready. Draw a card. Emergency cash. Huh. Oh, okay. Well, that... maybe. And gain a resource. Okay. This Whippoorwill gives me -1 everything, so that's not the most exciting thing. So let's go ahead and run through the math here. So this is going to be, he has a fight value of 7 with 3 health. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not like those odds. I don't really have any way to fix it. So I think we're gonna run. We're gonna run. I don't like those odds either, though. So we're at I guess we have 4-3. Nope, 3-3. We're in a tight spot, y'all. And I don't think I counted the whippoorwill earlier. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7-7 is what we're looking at. Yeah. That's not good. If you have a lucky, I need to hit him 3 times though, because of this. There is a way out. You can always resign, but I have to be over here at the Dunwich Village to resign. And if I move, then I would survive the move. That is something that I need to think about though. Is like if I get I guess if I don't resign now, I lose. Right? Because I'm going to move out. He's going to take an attack of opportunity, which will deal 2. So Duke will die, and I'll go here. And then if I don't, it's either evade or die. I think at this point. It feels so unepic though. Like I kind of. It just feels like I need to. I wish I had more. Wish I had more. More time. I feel like only killing one of them is kind of lame. Only killing one of them is lame. Also, I don't have any of my allies too. That I think I have to. Like I don't think I'm gonna be able to evade. I really don't. I may be able to, right? So we got lucky. So that's gonna be an evade of. I use. Okay. Let's see what the encounter card is, and we'll go from there. Okay. So at the start of the round, we'll place 1 here. We'll draw this card. Attach sorted and silent to your location. At the end of the round, each investigator at the attached location takes 1 horror. When the agenda advances, you discard sorted and silent. Okay. So kind of the same situation that we're in. So I can try and evade here for 3. I have 3 -1 from whippoorwill, so that's 2. At the start of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and take a resource, so I can up the evade to. Yeah. Okay. So it'd be 4-3. And I have a lucky, so that's effectively a 6-3, which probably means I would pass. So I can try and evade, and then investigate in Dunwich, and then I have the out if I need it. I think Tower Presence also gives the Brood an extra evade. No, it's just +1 fight. Towering Beast. It's just if that enemy. Oh yeah, attached enemy gets +1 fight and +1 health. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and evade. If we don't, then we'll just take the damage and probably resign. No, we will take the damage and resign because we die if we don't do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and evade. So what was that math? We're spending 1 of these actually. So this is not good math. Okay, so we've got 3, 4, 3-3 is what we're going for. 3-3. Hopefully we get something good. 3 to 3. Hey, there's a +2. Okay, so things are starting to look up. Duke is already ready though. But this mean beast is currently exhausted over here. Okay, so that's one action. Second action, we're going to investigate with Duke and hop over here to the Dunwich Village. And so we are investigating a 4-5 to 2. I like those odds. I need to. This is the bag from like Quacks of Quedlinburg, and all the tokens get stuck in the corner. So I need to like shake them each time. -4. Of course it is. Okay, so I don't think it's worth playing the lucky here. Yeah, I don't think it's worth playing lucky. Third action, we're going to play emergency cash. So that's going to take us up to 4. Right? Of course it's -4. Of course it's that last clue in Dunwich is so evasive. But okay, so that was our actions. So let's go ahead and Whippoorwill is buried under here. It's going to come over here to Dunwich Legacy, or the Dunwich Town Village, and then we're going to go to a random location. We'll do the top one first. Why do I always lose my dice? There it is. Okay, top one first. Got 3 to Devil's Hop Yard. Okay, so he's running away. He's scared. And then this guy, 6 is Blasted Heath. So he's gonna 1, 2, 1, 2, 3s. Yeah, so he's coming over to me. Uh-oh. Okay, at the end we'll ready, draw a card, write it seeking, and then gain a resource. I can evade him again. And I have a lot more resources to evade him at this point. We can try attacking him. I don't like it. So if we attack him, we're at 3. Yeah, we're at 7 to 7. I really don't like that at all. And I have to attack him 3 times. I'm not going to succeed 3 times in a row on that. The Quacks of Quedlinburg is a fun game, and the drawbacks are easy to reach into when they have larger hands. Oh, yeah. I do like the bags. I really like the bags. They're like nice and soft. I need to remember to like, put this back into the box whenever I go, because it's like a game that I take places to, like family and everyone enjoys it. So I would hate to be missing a bag. Okay. So if I evade here, I can hop up here to investigate the Blasted Heath, see what's going on. The problem if I do that is if I no, I think I would be fine. So let's see what's going on. So place 1 here. Encounter card. It's the Avian Trail. Oh my gosh, that's a crazy monster. Okay, so while the Avian Trail is being attacked using a ranged firearm or spell asset, it gets -3 fight, and it is an abomination. This is a spell, so we can use the esoteric. It has 4 health though. I think we resign. I think that tells us that we're resigning at this point. Like I can't evade both of these, and as a hunter, so it'll come up and hit me. I think we're gonna resign. I can't do anything with this. Bummer. I wanted to at least kill 2 of them. But okay, so you hide from the creatures. We're gonna hide from the creatures. So if no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned or was defeated. Go to resolution 1. You did all you could to stop the rampaging monsters, but there were more of them than you realized, and you weren't able to slay them all. Exhausted and terrified, you retreat to Zebulon's home and hope to survive the night. In your campaign log, record X brood escaped into the wild, where X is the total number of brood Sahaf still in play or set aside. So that's going to be 4. Yeah. If an investigator's deck contains the powder of Ivan Ghazi card, remove it from that investigator's deck. Okay, well, that's gone. Duke 5 lives to fight another day. Yes, the silver lining. There we go. And each investigator earns experience equal to victory X of. So I get 1 experience. Okay, well, that was something. That was crazy. There are a lot of monsters in this encounter deck. Or at least I was drawing them. Of course, okay, so there's super whippoorwills. I hate those things. Whew, I was gonna grab another lupine thrall. Man, yeah, it was the real Duke. Exactly. That was interesting. I'm excited to play through it again. Right, like I'm gonna be playing through this campaign again because I'm really enjoying it, but I am excited to try it again and see how it goes now that I kind of understand what's going on a little bit more. But yeah, so that was Undimensioned and Unseen. We will be back next week with the next one, but before we go, we're going to open Stella Clark. So we